my name is Tracy Perkins. I am the nutritionist and head of personal training here at Erie Parks and Recreation. Welcome. Thank you guys for joining us here today for our very first Cookinar video series on ski lift snacks. With me in Erie Kitchen, I would like to introduce my socially distanced partner in crime and behind the scenes, Allie.
Hi everyone, I'm Allie. I'm the recreation specialist here at the Erie Community Center. You might have seen me hanging around the front desk in the mornings. I'm going to be your behind the scenes person today, so pop whatever questions you have in the chat. I'll answer what I can, and then towards the end of the Cookinar, we'll have a spot for questions that we can post to Tracy and she'll answer whatever we need, okay? So Tracy, what is a Cookinar?
Well, you guys, a Cookinar is going to be a light and informative video series where we can come together, get together, make some amazing, quick and easy, nutrient-packed meals that will help get you through the day.
So what are we making today?
Today we are making a no-bake superfood breakfast bar. You don't want to bake, don't have time to bake, no problem. Or if you're like me, can't really bake, this is for you. You shouldn't even have to turn your oven on. It's quick, it's easy, and you know what the best part is? It requires very little effort. These are fantastic.
So about how long will it take to make these?
So actually, you know what? My 12-year-old daughter is an amazing baker, and she and I got together and we made these in under 14 minutes. It's fantastic, it's quick, and it's nutrient packed. And that's the great thing about these bars, guys, is that we're talking about ski lift snacks. So we're looking at snacks or meals that are going to help give us that sustained energy that is going to keep us going throughout the day.
So are we ready to get started then?
Yeah, let's do it. You guys now I have all my ingredients out here. They're already measured. So I don't know how many people are cooking with me here today. So Allie, how many people do we have right now?
Let's see here. We've got probably about 6 or 7 in today.
Okay, awesome. Awesome, guys, welcome. Thank you. So is anybody cooking with us right now? Are you guys just watching, or are you guys cooking? Are we all doing it together? Anybody?
Feel free to raise your hands or pop in the chat. Let's see. Don't see any off the bat, so that's no problem at all. We will have this ready for everybody later.
Yes, perfect. Okay, so the first ingredient that I'm going to use is a gluten-free whole grain oats. So we're going to dump the oats in. So I love oats. They're fantastic. They're one of the most nutrient-dense foods. And if you think about it, half a cup of oats has 300 calories. And if you were to break that down, it breaks it down into 51 grams of carbs and 13 grams of protein. But the best part is the 8 grams of fiber. The fiber that you get in oats is a soluble fiber known as beta-glucan, which is a heart-friendly fiber. So it helps regulate cholesterol. The other thing that I like about oats is that it can help, that soluble fiber is really beneficial for the gastrointestinal tract, which can help create a stronger and healthier gastrointestinal function and support immune function as well. The other thing that's great about oats is that they can help balance our blood sugar levels, which means that we're going to get that sustained energy. We're not going to get those ups and downs. And ultimately, at the end of the day, it's going to help us improve that lean muscle mass to body fat ratio. All right, the next ingredient that's on the recipe calls for dried cranberries. I'm going to throw a little wrench into it, and I'm actually using freeze-dried organic blueberries. I love blueberries. These are fantastic. I'm not sure if you guys can see that.
Yep.
Yeah? All right, thanks, Allie. And what we're going to do is we're going to pour in our half a cup of blueberries. These are loaded with antioxidants, fiber. They're going to add color to the recipe, so we're going to mix those in. So that's the great thing I love about these bars. If you don't have an ingredient on hand, just look in your pantry. You probably have something you could put into it. The next ingredient calls for sunflower seeds. I'm actually not going to use sunflower seeds. I'm going to use pumpkin seeds. They're probably one of the most underutilized seeds out there, and they're absolutely fantastic. So we're going to pour in our pumpkin seeds. So about 1 ounce of pumpkin seeds has 150 milligrams of magnesium. This is 2 ounces here. Okay, so it's going to give you about 300. Magnesium is a fantastic mineral.
How much magnesium should we be trying to get in a day, Tracy?
Magnesium, so the recommended daily allowance for magnesium is about 400 milligrams per day. To optimize that, depending on the individual, we want to be between 400 to 800 milligrams per day. Let's put that into perspective. You need magnesium for every single cellular function in the body. Every single cell needs magnesium in order to bring energy into the body, which means it's important for your nervous system, brain function, muscle relaxation and function, which means that if you're looking for snacks to help get you through the day, we want to add that magnesium, because when you're exercising, you're using at least 10 to 20% more magnesium than when you're at rest. That's why these make a great post-workout snack, because you're going to get that sustained energy, which means it's going to help improve exercise performance and recovery, which is what we want. Right? We want to be able to repair and build muscle. So we're going to I threw in some chia seeds, which are a fantastic, great source of fiber. They also have a great fat profile, and they're very gentle on the gastrointestinal tract as well. So we're just going to mix that all together. The next thing we're going to put in is our shredded coconut. So we just dump that in. That calls for about 3/4 of a cup of shredded coconut. So we just mix that all in. All right, so let's finish off with our spices. We're going to use some cinnamon. It calls for a full tablespoon. Cinnamon is a great way to add some sweetness to your dish without getting the excess sugar. And cinnamon is a great herb that's known to help support blood sugar. So we're going to get that satisfaction from whatever we're eating when we add cinnamon. So the next thing we add is a little bit of vanilla paste or vanilla extract. So I never measure anything, so that gets me into trouble. My friends will tell me that. Okay, so add that in. The next thing that I like to add, you can smell it. Like you guys, this thing smells awesome. And it's so easy. Okay, so the next thing we add is our coconut oil, which I think is right here in front of me. So I like to add the coconut oil next, because then it gives a chance to bind and combine well with all the dry ingredients. So we'll mix that in. Okay, it doesn't look like much right now, and that's okay. So then, the coconut oil that I added is an organic coconut oil. With the shredded coconut, you are now getting a medium chain triglyceride fat. So this is a type of fat that gives us energy. It brings energy in the body so that we can go harder for longer. So this is great stuff. So if you get an opportunity to put this in your pantry, try it, because you can use it for so many things. Next, I'm gonna add our mashed bananas, which are a great source of potassium, but they also contain magnesium. So magnesium, again, is a critical nutrient that we need for so many functions in our body. So we're gonna add the banana, which is gonna give it that extra sweetness without giving us extra sugar. Okay, we're gonna mix that all up. And the last ingredient that I'm actually going to add is peanut butter. I'm using an organic peanut butter. I know the recipe calls for almond butter. I keep switching things up on you guys because that's just what I do sometimes, I'm sorry. So I love peanut butter because I'm a peanut butter fan. So we're gonna add that in. Peanut butter has a great carbohydrate, protein to fat ratio, and it's just fantastic. And this is what's really gonna bring these bars together and make them pop. Now the last ingredient calls for some orange extract, and that's entirely, or some extra,
Zest.
Yes, thank you, Allie. It's up to you whether or not you want to add it or not. It's entirely your choice. I like a little tart to my sweet, and I like a little salt to my sweet too. So it's a good balance of flavor. So just grate your orange just a little bit, nothing too crazy. I'm gonna mix that all in. If you don't have it, don't even worry about it. Then we're gonna take this and we're gonna pour it into whatever baking dish you have on hand. This one, is, if you have an 8x8, great. If not, it doesn't really matter because it'll just change the thickness of the bars. which is totally fine. Okay, once you're done with that, let's put that over there. Oh, you guys, you can smell the vanilla and the orange. It's fantastic. So much nutrients and vitamins and minerals in here for such little effort. It's fantastic. It's so easy to make. So you spread that all down. Option, if you wanted to spice it up, you could add a little bit of shredded coconut on top and put it into your fridge. Now, if we were to cut these into 2-inch squares, the nutritional value that you're getting, the caloric breakdown, would be about 250 calories, with about 24 grams of carbohydrates, 9 grams of protein, and 17 grams of fiber, which is fantastic. Okay, but if you want to change that profile just a little bit, what you could actually add, and what I add to mine, is some hemp hearts. These have a great fat profile, but you can add them to a dish. They're not going to up the carbs, but what they are going to add is some more protein. So if I were to add these in, let's say I did half a cup, they're going to change it to about the same carbs, but you're going to get an additional 3 grams of protein. So you're going to go from 6 to 9 grams of protein, which now gives it a 2-to-1 ratio, which is the optimal ratio of carbohydrates to protein that we need to help refuel our muscles after a day of exercise.
So Tracy, were you talking about the hemp hearts in addition or as a replacement for something?
That's a great question, Allie. Yes, so you can add them in as well, or you could take them out. So the recipe called for a full cup of oats. You can actually take the oats out and put the hemp seeds in instead. And that would be a great paleo option, and for people that maybe don't want to use oats, or to mix it up. Okay.
Now we talked a lot of modifications already. What's a good option for getting my kids to eat these?
Well, that's a great idea. So I have several children at home. One of them is a little bit of a picky eater, and I always find if I say that it has chocolate, that usually grabs her attention. So when we first made this, I actually used some dark chocolate morsels from Enjoy Life. These are fantastic. They're sweet, but you're getting that dark chocolate, so you're getting some of those antioxidants, but you're also getting some magnesium. So we're really maximizing the magnesium. Okay, oh, and switch this to Sally. So the magic of YouTube, we have the finished product. You guys can see here what it looks like. They're absolutely fantastic. These are great. What I did is I sprinkled a little bit of coconut on top to kind of make it pop. I put them in the freezer for up to 4 hours. Now, if you wanted to add protein powder to this to even get more bang for your buck, I would suggest when you mix the protein powder and put them directly into your freezer. When you add the protein powder, it's going to change the caloric intake just a little bit. It's going to move it up from about 260 to 350 calories. But your protein now is your carbs are now about 25 to 26. They don't change much. And your protein, depending on how much protein you've added, goes from 15 grams to 30 grams, depending on the amount of protein you had. My husband doesn't like them because they're a little sticky. Now these aren't too sticky because they've been in the fridge for 4 hours. They're fine, and they rip apart really nice.
Ooh, look at that.
You like that? Looks good, doesn't it? You could roll them into balls and then coat them in coconut, shredded coconut, and put them in your freezer. Put them in a little Ziploc bag and hit the hills. Super easy. Now, if you wanted to make this more than just a snack, that's how versatile these are. They're fantastic. If you want to make them more than just a snack, you can turn them into a meal. So I'm going to hand these back to Allie. And what you could do is you could actually we have here, I'm using a grass-fed organic yogurt. So you just take your yogurt and you pile it on top. And then what we can do is we can add a full cup of raspberries. Full cup. Okay, and you now no longer have a snack. You've got an entire meal where your total calories are now at about 450. Your carbs are at 50 and your protein is at 30. It's fantastic. It's perfectly balanced, and it's going to keep you sustained and help you going through those crazy days where you know that the demand on your body is going to be high. All right, Allie, should we try this?
Yeah, let's give it a try real quick.
Okay. All right, what do you guys think? Does it look good? Anybody want to comment?
We got a question in the chat for later, so.
You do? That's awesome. Thank you guys. This is fantastic. So this looks really good. We can try this. Does anybody have any questions or feedback from this quick little cookinar?
Diana Smith in the chat wants to know if they take them on a long bike ride, will they end up melting in her bike bag?
If it's 90 degrees, yes, they could melt a little bit because the coconut oil is generally solid at room temperature, and so we've melted it, okay, so that we can mix it in with the bars. So they'll stay, but they'll get a little sticky. Thank you for your question.
Somebody said they look delicious.
Yay! Thank you.
A Victoria said, "Are you going to make these for your mother?"
Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Yes, I am going to make these for my mother. Yes, I will. I'm going to help support whatever's going on there.
We have Brandon saying they're excited to take these skiing with them.
Yeah, you guys, just put them in your freezer, put them in a Ziploc bag, and they'll stay. You can, when you're on the chairlift, it's a great in-between snack or a post-work exercise snack. They are fantastic. Yeah, thank you guys. Thank you so much. So if you like this recipe is actually featured in a new program that we have coming up in April. It's called our Reset, Rebalance, and Renew Whole Foods Detoxification Program. And it's for anybody if you're feeling tired. Allie's trying to bar. Allie's trying to bar. If you're feeling tired, stuck in a rut, this is the program for you. It's going to help get you jump started on your health because what you're going to get is 4 weeks of menus, 4 weeks of recipes, and shopping lists that work around your lifestyle and daily life. So, any other questions? Any feedback? Allie?
We'll give them a second here.
No? All right, if you guys want more information about the detox or anything that we've done here on substitutions, what we've changed, please send me an email at tperkins@erieco.gov. Allie, how do they get
more?
You guys want more. How do we get more?
Give me just a sec here and pop in Tracy's email into the chat here.
Okay. Thank you, Allie. I'm gonna try this while you guys are doing that.
So guys, as we're finishing up right here, how to find this find this later. We're gonna finish compiling all this and we're gonna post it on our YouTube page here in the next day or two. So keep a lookout for an email that has that link in there so you have access to the recipe for days and weeks to come. Send it to your friends and family. And also we're gonna be sending out a survey. Let us know what you thought. Let us know what you hope to see again in the future and give us some feedback. This is a new program we're doing and we're really excited to hear what you guys thought today. That's all on my side. Tracy, anything else?
No, I think that's great. Thank you guys so much. We look forward to having you in more of these Cookinar video series. Send us your requests. Share it with your friends. Tell people about it. Thank you so much. I want to thank Allie, the bestest partner in crime and co-pilot for this cooking series. Thank you, Allie.
Not a problem, Tracy.
All right, you guys have a fantastic weekend. Have a great night, and thank you for joining me today. Bye.
Bye, everyone.